What's going on? Happy Tuesday. Let me move this up so that way I can make sure y'all can hear me. If you can hear me as you're coming on YouTube, give me the thumbs up. Give me the thumbs up. Let me know. I see you. I cannot pronounce that, but I see you on TikTok. Welcome in, y'all. Come on in. As you're coming in, I'm gonna ask that you give the thumbs up on YouTube, okay? Definitely, let me know where you're tuning in from in the chat. Put your city, put your state, put your country. Y'all can do the same thing on TikTok as you're coming in. And then also on YouTube, if you have not subscribed yet, because I noticed there's a bunch of y'all that come on here and y'all have not subscribed. I mean, if you like it and you keep coming back, like go ahead and subscribe, right? And then also hit the notification bell too, so that way you know when I'm going live. We're talking about what's going on in crypto right now. There are some things that are on the horizon. And y'all saw Bitcoin done to pass 80K. We've been waiting on that, huh? We've been waiting. That's been one of the moments that we were waiting on to see if Bitcoin does that to confirm for us that we are officially in the accumulation phase and not just the early accumulation phase. So yeah, David, I see you. Welcome in. Happy Tuesday. So yeah, so pretty much we're gonna talk about what's going on, why Bitcoin has gotten past or finally surpassed 80K because it's been a minute. So welcome in, happy Tuesday. Yeah, so as you're coming in on TikTok, y'all go ahead, tap it up. All right. YouTube thumbs up and then subscribe, hit the notification bell, share, repost, comment, and let me know where you're tuning in from, okay? Put your city, put your state, put your country if you are not residing in the United States, because we're going to have this conversation. I'm actually really curious to see, what people have come up with to help them to come to the conclusion as to why Bitcoin finally decided to pass that 80K. Like for it, like what do you think is some of the reasons for Bitcoin finally surpassed the 80K? If you don't mind, go ahead and type it in the chat. If you're watching live, if you're watching a replay, then you can type it in the comments as well. And for y'all on TikTok, I am live on YouTube. So when I share my screen, you more than likely to see it better on YouTube, but you can always go watch the replay. So if you miss a part of it, you can go watch the replay on YouTube. I see you, Lucky. I see you, CJ. Welcome in. Happy Tuesday. That's Prosperity Calls on YouTube, okay? If you missed any part of this live stream and you want to join the conversation, love, welcome in. Happy Tuesday. Then by all means, you can go to Prosperity Calls on YouTube and watch the replay, okay? So let's go. So what has happened? Why in the world did Bitcoin hit 80K today? I'm going to go over a couple of things. I am going to touch on the Clarity Act, y'all. I'm not going to do a deep dive into it because I don't have enough time because I got to get home to my family. Scott, welcome in. Happy Tuesday. However, okay, we're going to touch on it. Now, Bitcoin hit 80, it's actually at 81K right now. And there are going to be people who do not know why. It's understandable, especially if you're new to this space. All right. But the crazy part to all of this is the biggest money in the world is steadily, quietly moving into crypto. Harley, welcome in. Jimmy, welcome in. I see you. Happy Tuesday, y'all. As you're coming in, tap the screen, y'all. Tap the screen. Yeah. Every Tuesday, I go live on here. Y'all, we do the same thing every Tuesday. As you're coming in, go ahead, tap the screen. You don't tap the screen, I shut the live down. Then I may or may not come back. You know what I'm saying? Thank you so very much. Whoever that was, just tap the screen. I appreciate you. John, I see you. Welcome in. Thank you for liking the live. Kat, I see you. Welcome in. Leroy, I see you. Welcome in. Y'all, happy Tuesday, okay? Keep tapping the screen. That's the only way I'm going to go live. You don't tap the screen, I'm out. CC, welcome in. Happy Tuesday. Thank you so very much, John B. I appreciate you. All right. So, yeah. So, I said that Bitcoin is actually at 81K right now. Okay. Here's what I want people to know. When I said that, big money, okay? the people with the big money, the billions of dollars, the private hedge, the private equity firms, the hedge fund managers, our financial institutions, people like Michael Saylor. Okay, these people have been quietly moving in the market. They've been buying, not the influencers. Okay, not these TikTok traders out here. Shout out to all the traders on YouTube and TikTok. Motorsport, welcome in. Happy Tuesday. Okay, shout out to them. But listen, we retail traders are not the ones that's moving the market like it's moving. Okay, I'm talking banks. I'm talking hedge fund managers. I'm talking billion-dollar institutions. These are the people, Jay, that's moving the market. Okay. So the real question is, were you early in your movement into investing in the cryptocurrency market, or are you late? Do you feel like you're late? Type it in the chat. Were you already investing in the cryptocurrency market prior to Bitcoin even getting to 80K again? Or are you like, shoot, I'm just now, thinking about it? Put early in the chat if you've been doing it. Put late in the chat if you have not done it yet and you're like, okay, so should I start buying now? Thank you for continuing to like the live. Y'all help John out on TikTok. Tap the screen. That is a way to tell the algorithm to push this out so more people can join the conversation, because I'm pretty sure there are more people that want to talk about cryptocurrency. John said he's been doing it since 2020. Shout out to you. Good job. Okay. Shout out to you. All right, Brown Sugar, welcome in. Happy Tuesday. I see you. Art, oh man, Art. Yeah, Art, I see you. 2018. That's good. I love it. I love it. Okay. Yes, I see you. Brown Sugar. So yeah. Now I do want to say this. If you feel like, okay, you spelled it, articulate. Okay, I got you. Thank you so very much for putting that in the chat. So before I go into anything else, 55 Shades, welcome in. Happy Tuesday. Then none of what I share tonight, y'all, is financial advice, because at this moment, okay, on today, I am not a financial advisor yet. It's in the works. I'm just not there yet. Okay. So everything I share is for educational purposes only. I'm here to help you understand what's happening so that way you can make smarter money decisions and you can know when and how you want to deploy your money into whichever market you want to deploy it in. Okay. So before we continue to move forward and I talk about anything pertaining to cryptocurrency, y'all keep tapping the screen on TikTok. Thank y'all so very much for the 1K likes, y'all. Let's get it to 5K. I appreciate it. All right. We can do that by sharing this. We can do that by reposting. If you don't feel comfortable with sharing, Wealthy VIP, I see you. Welcome in. Happy Tuesday. Babyface, welcome in. Joe, welcome in. I see y'all. Okay. You can do this by reposting as well on TikTok. If you don't feel comfortable with sharing, I got it. This is your first time coming on one of my live streams. Reposting does the same thing. Okay. And then continue to comment, engage. Let me know where you're tuning in from. If you have an opinion, if you have some information to share, by all means, share it. Articulate said, I was recently on the Mario Nafal roundtable discussing RWAs and global finance. I actually follow him on X as well. I listened into some of those, so I must have missed that. So that's awesome. Good job for you. Good job. Okay. So yeah, and some people don't know what RWAs are. So I gotta say this because there are some people that are new to me. Y'all, I talk about stuff that beginners can understand. So instead of just throwing out terminology, I break that terminology, that word down, because I'm not big on just saying a lot of crypto jargon or investing jargon or finance jargon, because there are a lot of people out there that's not there yet. Okay, so I appreciate y'all. Coach, welcome in. Cosmic Crypto, welcome in. Cosmic Crypto, welcome in. I just said that all casually, like he ain't who he is. Thank you so very much for that heart meet, y'all. Follow Cosmic Crypto, y'all, from the live stream, though. Okay, really great crypto educator. All right, so make sure you follow from the live stream, because there are a lot of copycats out there, and you don't want to get got. Okay, don't let them people take your money. So follow from the live stream if you want to learn more about cryptocurrency. There are going to be some things that I don't touch on that he's going to touch on. All right. So make sure you give him a follow. I see you, the Phoenix. Thank you for that heart me brown sugar. Thank you for that heart me too. Yes, he said many copycats. Wait, welcome in. I see you, man. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday, y'all. Yes. So I said the spiel. All right. Share, repost, keep tapping the screen. Thank y'all so very much for the 2K likes on TikTok, YouTube, thumbs up, subscribe, and also hit that notification bell if you have not done so yet. If you cannot stay the whole time on TikTok, y'all, I am live right now on YouTube, and this will be recorded so you can go back and watch the replay on any part that you missed. Chime in, share some information, help some people out. Okay. So yes, what's happening right now in crypto? Let's talk about it. I just said, and we just talked about briefly, Bitcoin finally surpassing 80K. Have we not been saying that we need to see Bitcoin surpass 80K to confirm that we are in the accumulation phase? How long have we been saying Bitcoin need to hit 80K? Bitcoin need to hit 80K. Bitcoin need to hit 80K. This has been weeks. Weeks we've been talking about this, and it finally happened. Okay, Cajun girl, welcome in. Happy Tuesday. So now I want to do my best at breaking this down pretty simple. I'm not going to do a deep dive, y'all, because I'm on a time constraint. Y'all know I got family, child, so I can't be talking forever. Okay, Freebird, welcome in. Happy Tuesday. I see you. Hey, hey, hey. What's going on? So, and welcome in. Happy Tuesday. I see you. So yeah, so this is one of those things where people may get confused. So I'm going to do my best, all right, to say it slowly, but y'all are going to get homework assignments, okay? I know some of y'all like homework. I'm grown. I don't, No, you get homework when you come over here because it made no sense for me to share stuff and then you do nothing with it, okay? And say, John said, I like when it's down. Well, we waiting to see, okay? We let the market play out, but I am anticipating some stuff, but we'll see if I'm right or wrong. We'll talk about it. All right. But something that I was reminded of, all right, there is more conversations now pertaining to the Clarity Act. So for all my people who kept coming on my live streams, Leona, when is the Clarity Act going to pass? Like, I'm part of Congress, child. Like, I could tell you that answer. I don't work in Congress. I'm a regular old crypto investor, just like the rest of y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, you asking me something like I'm supposed to know. Forever, welcome in. Happy Tuesday. Tanika, I see you. Welcome in. Happy Tuesday. But the market is starting to move a bit more, okay? Because now the Clarity Act has a bit more push forward, right? It's looking like it may be a little bit more bipartisan friendly. Okay, so right now, when it comes to the Clarity Act, I studied Deanna. Is that how you say your name? If I'm wrong, please correct me. Okay. I have paid to get started in the foundation, and then also I follow people on. Okay, I got it right. Good. Zena, welcome in. Happy Tuesday. But I also get on different people's, well, not different like a lot of them, but I do listen to certain people on YouTube, and I'm on X. I get on like I think it was Articulate said there's a gentleman that I actually follow on X. He has a bunch of those X spaces where they communicate about cryptocurrency and different things in the finance space. So I follow specific people who are crypto enthusiasts, who are economists, that also are crypto enthusiasts as well. And I follow those individuals on YouTube. So I mean on X. So it's a lot of studying. That's how I learned. Okay. Thank you for that follow too, Deanna. I appreciate you. Benz, welcome in. Happy Tuesday. So we talk about this Clarity Act, right? The government is finally getting to the point where we're starting to see them create clear rules. Now, how long is it going to take them to get this done? Y'all, we've had multiple dates. Okay. There have been rumors that, we're supposed to be done in this month and it's supposed to be done in this month. Okay. So please don't ask me, Leona, when is the Clarity Act going to pass completely and be signed into law? I can't give you that answer because I don't work in Congress. Okay. Sean, welcome in. Alex, welcome in. Shina, welcome in. Okay. How also though with this Clarity Act, y'all, it is hyper focused on stable coins. Okay, which remember these are like your 1 for 1. All right, $1 equals 1 USDC or 1 USDT. Okay, so those are your stable coins. When the price of Bitcoin or just cryptocurrency in general, when the market goes up, your stable coin is going to stay the same. When the market goes down, your stable coin is going to stay the same. So an example for my beginners out there, Sean, welcome in. I see you. Happy Tuesday. So for my beginners out there, when we talk about stable coins, right? Let's say you want to buy some USDC. So when the price of whatever cryptocurrency you want to buy into, it goes down again, you can now deploy that, right? So you put $500 into USDC, okay? Right now, the cryptocurrency market is going up. Bitcoin is leading the way, of course, right? Because it's at 81K. All right, cool. Well, when the price goes up, guess what happens? Okay, your stable coin is still going to be that $500, 500 USDC, if that's what you have in it, right? Let's say the price drops, okay? Crypto market starts to drop. We see one more flush, okay? Because people think that it's the bull run. Said Trump on S, is this the restart of the bull run? I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say that because the cycle for the cryptocurrency market has been consistent. And so from what I have studied, okay, we are now officially in, according to what I've seen, it appears that we are officially in the accumulation phase. Okay. That accumulation phase can last for 6 months to a year. Okay. All right. So to rush it is to pretty much be impatient, and that's when you more than likely are going to lose some money, especially if you attempt to trade. So thank you, John, for the follow. So our stable coins, if the cryptocurrency market was to drop, okay, prices were to drop, then guess what? That stable coin that you are holding, that 500 USDC, would still be 500 USDC. Okay, that's why it's called a stable coin. So in the Clarity Act, there is a focus on stable coins and rewards. Think of rewards like you're earning interest in your regular bank. That's it. That's all. It's not complicated. You put money into a savings account, let's say a high yield savings account, and then you earn dividends or rewards because of that. Guess what? It's the same or it's a similar process when it comes to rewards in the crypto space. Okay. That's it. That's all. Don't overcomplicate it. All right. Now, here's the thing when it comes to this Clarity Act, the people with the big money that I mentioned earlier, okay, your billionaires, your billion-dollar institutions, your hedge fund managers, all of these people, BlackRock for sure, these individuals have been waiting on this because they want to deploy more money. Hey, welcome in. Nathaniel, welcome in. Happy Tuesday. They want to deploy more money into the cryptocurrency market, right? But if there is not clear guidance and rules and structure on this asset class, they're saying that the risk is a bit too high. So they're going to pull back a bit. Okay. When there's that clarity, hence Clarity Act, when there's that clarity, now they feel more comfortable. The regulation is there. They're protected. Now they can deploy more money. Okay. So I want you to think about it like this. BS, welcome in. Happy Tuesday. Institutions don't invest in chaos. Okay. They don't invest in chaos. They invest when there is clarity, when there is understanding, when there is clear guidance. Okay. They know their left and right parameters. Jay Anthony, welcome in. Happy Tuesday. I hope I saw that right. Enda, welcome in. Happy Tuesday. Okay. So now there are roughly one, welcome in. Thank you so very much for the follow. There are like 3 parts to this bill that could really change everything, but I would go into it. If somebody wanted to touch on it, you can type it in the chat. Okay. But I don't have enough time to do all that. But hopefully, you all get it. I break this type of stuff down more so when it comes to like the crypto workshop that I'm going to be doing. The next one isn't going to be until July. Jeff, welcome in. Happy Tuesday. The next one isn't going to be until July, y'all, because, my time, I got to make sure my family is good. So I can't give all my time to everybody else. So the next one won't be until July, but this is the type of stuff that I break down in a workshop, especially for beginners. So that way, what you're looking for to help you, okay? To help you to make better decisions when it comes to investing specifically in cryptocurrency. All right. However, if you do want to get started in this market, y'all, you can go and grab, thank you for that repost, Freebird. You can go and grab that crypto beginner checklist. It pretty much explains how you should get started. It asks you questions specifically to help you to get started in the crypto space. That's in my bio, totally free. It's in the description of this video on YouTube as well. Said it's crazy that I ran into your live. I literally was just thinking about how I'm about to start dollar cost averaging. Let's go. Go ahead. Yep, that's what we're going to talk about, because I'm actually going to show you guys how to purchase. I'm going to buy Bitcoin live so that way you can see how to buy. Okay. Live, but I'm probably gonna have to like close it out before, so you don't see like certain numbers or whatever. I don't hold crypto in my wallet. I mean, in my Coinbase, but I'm just saying, like, so you don't see certain numbers. Okay, Money Talk, welcome in. Happy Tuesday. I see you. Welcome in. Happy Tuesday. So yeah, so your first homework assignment, y'all, because I mentioned Clarity Act, I want you to Google the Crypto Clarity Act. Write it down. Okay. Remember, y'all, I am recording this on YouTube. That's Prosperity Calls on YouTube. So if you miss any part of this live on TikTok, you can always tune in on YouTube. Okay. So I want your first homework assignment, okay, from this particular session is to Google the Crypto Clarity Act. I want you to at least read one article. You don't have to go down a rabbit hole unless you want to. Thank y'all for that 10K. I love it. Thank y'all. John has been tapping his heart out. Okay. I know that's John, because I keep seeing John like the live. So y'all help John out, because if John has been doing a whole lot of tapping, y'all can help him out, man. Come on, Constant and Ace, I see you. Sean is liking too. Thank you so very much, Sean, for helping one. Appreciate you. K Rainwater, I see you. Welcome in. Happy Tuesday. Yeah, y'all help them out, okay? Because John been tapping, man. I know them thumbs or them index fingers is probably like, God dang, unless you got one of them tappers. Like I got. Mine just died too while I was tapping earlier on someone else's live stream. Okay, so I need y'all to do that homework assignment, okay? Google Crypto Clarity Act and at least read one article on it, okay? Now, if you want to go in a deep dive, then y'all get on Claude, ChatGPT, do all of those things, and then that way you can get it to break it down to you even better and more simply, so you can come back and understand, okay? But the point isn't for you to try to understand everything right now, okay? I just want you to get familiar with it, and if you're ready to do a deep dive, by all means, do a deep dive. VM Designs, welcome in. Happy Tuesday. All right, so let's talk about Bitcoin, because Bitcoin hit 81K, huh? Okay, so right now, Bitcoin is leading the market, and that's not random. I'm going to show the charts, because I want y'all to see what I'm talking about. Okay. So right now, Bitcoin is considered to be like the safe cryptocurrency. Okay. Brick, thank you so very much for the follow. I appreciate you. Why am I saying like safe? Because number one, the cryptocurrency market is still considered more high risk than other asset classes, right? Because it's still fairly new. We don't have the regulation like the stock market and so on and so forth. Bear market bully, welcome in. Happy Tuesday. Welcome in. Happy Tuesday. Okay, so that's why I said it's considered safe. All right, it's been here the longest. It has the most adoption. Thank you so very much for that, Harmony Freebird. Thank you so very much for that, Harmony Bear Market Bully. I appreciate you. Okay. It has the most adoption, okay, especially when it comes to the big money, smart money, our billionaires, these hedge fund managers, and you're talking about your private equity firms like BlackRock, things of that nature. Yes, I do, and I'm loving it. I am so loving it. Crochet like the pros. Welcome in. Happy Tuesday. I see you. Okay, we're on Bitcoin right now. For right now, anyway. So yeah. So that's the reason why I brought that up. That's considered Bitcoin is considered the safe cryptocurrency. Okay. Thank you so very much for that hard me crochet like the pros. I appreciate you. And here's why institutions have bought that first. Think about the first crypto ETF. Which crypto ETF was first? Which one was first? Type it in the chat. Which crypto ETF was first? Type it in the chat. We talked about this last week. That's right. Bitcoin was first. Okay? Bitcoin was first. So if we know that the people with the big money, I know we are believing that we will be able to deploy millions of dollars into the cryptocurrency market at some point. Okay? It's gonna happen. All right, I'm believing that for you. I'm standing in agreement with that for you. For those of you that say, I want to be able to deploy millions of dollars into the cryptocurrency market, I am sitting here standing in agreement with you on that. Okay. Money Talk said HODL in 2018. Let's go. Let's go. So with that being said, with us knowing that, we know that our institutions focus very heavily on Bitcoin first. MicroStrategy, okay, BlackRock, Grayscale, Fidelity, all of these big banks and so on and so forth, they are deploying more money into Bitcoin because it was here first. It is more safe and secure to them, right? Am I saying that they are correct in their assumption and their belief? I can't listen. They got the money. They have more than me. If they feel that it's the safest, then run it. That's your money. All right. But what does happen though is what we have noticed: the altcoins usually move after. Okay. The altcoins usually move after Bitcoin. So for my person that is new or curious about cryptocurrency, if you're pretty much waiting and asking for like the next big cryptocurrency, or you're waiting for random coins to explode, I'm gonna be honest, you're really thinking like someone who doesn't understand cryptocurrency. Okay, I saw someone put in here ZBEC. I've seen that. I even had someone ask me about ZCBN. Y'all research some of these things that are brought up to me multiple times. And I gotta say this: I'm not here to tell anyone they're right or wrong, but I'm a blue chip investor. I do that in crypto and I do that in stocks. Okay. I roll with the stuff that has shown improved. It has weathered the storm. It has been able to, price has plummeted, but it has bounced back strong. Okay. I don't sit here and focus on meme coins. I'm not focusing on small cap coins because I don't focus on, small cap stocks. I don't. I'm large cap. Like that's where I'm at. I'm blue chip. That's it. That's me. That's how I roll. So Deb Woods, welcome in. Happy Tuesday. What about Solana Ty? Okay. So for my people who come on here and you start talking about cryptocurrencies that do not fall into that space, I'm not your person. Okay. Have that conversation with someone who is open to that. My mind is not open to it. It's not right now anyway. Maybe one day down the line, it'll be considered that. But yeah, right now, absolutely not. Okay. So large cap coins to me, and which in research shows that if it has a market cap of 10 billion or greater, okay, that would be on my radar. All right. Does Solana have a 10 billion or greater market cap? Now, I will say this for you, Ty. I used to hold Solana. I let it go because I got tired of all of those doggone outages they were having. They lost my trust. I know somebody may say, well, you should have bought back in. No, I shouldn't do anything. I'm an investor. I'm an individual investor, and I can choose to invest in what I want to invest in, just like you could choose to invest in what you want to invest in. Priscilla, welcome in. Happy Tuesday. And I have chosen to stay away from Solana until they have consecutive years of no outages. Now, they have 2 or more years of no outages. Okay, maybe. Because I know there's a lot going on with Solana. All right. But I'm not about to sit here and feel like I need to do something because someone's saying, oh, but Solana price went down. And my grandma used to say, all money ain't good money. And I believe her. Marie, welcome in. Happy Tuesday. I've seen it for myself. That's the reason why I retired. Okay. That's the reason why I retired. Because I'm like, I don't care. I don't want to be a part of something where even if I do get paid more, if it puts me in a position where I don't feel comfortable, I'm not going to do it. I'm done. Okay. I don't mess with Dogecoin. That's not for me. Okay. Dogecoin is not for me. I went to the website. It has no utility. What am I going to put my money in it for? Now, for my people who say, well, I made all this money back then. Okay, cool. Kudos to you. Again, I don't have to invest in everything y'all invest in. Thank you so very much, Bear Market Bully, for those roses. I appreciate you. I don't. Okay. I went to the website. It has no utility. It solves no problem. That's part of my criteria in order for me to invest in a cryptocurrency. It has to solve a problem. Okay. Now, Bitcoin is the exception. It doesn't necessarily solve a problem like, XRP and things of that nature. However, all right, man, it started everything. But Bear Market Bully, though, am I wrong that Solana had a ton of outages, like between, what was that, I think it was 2021. It was 2021 to 2022, almost 2023. I think that's when they just kept having them back to back. And I was like, yo, I'm done. I am done. Because for those that don't know, when they have those those outages, you can't buy any Solana, you can't sell any Solana. Now they say, oh yeah, well, your crypto is safe. Okay, I hear that, but why do you keep having those outages? You said that you fixed the problem in 2021, but you had another outage in 2022. So you didn't fix it. Ben Marcus Bully said they did. I know, right? I know, So for me, you got to regain my trust. And if you don't regain my trust, then I'm good. I don't have to invest in it. Berto, welcome in. Happy Tuesday. Isaiah said it would dump after just a short squeeze. Are you talking about Solana or Bitcoin, Isaiah? Okay. Which one are you talking about? All right. So let's keep this going while I wait on Isaiah to respond. So yeah. So pretty much, okay. Us talking about, so what do you invest in? I'll tell y'all what I have, but this is not me telling y'all so that way you can say, oh, Leona said for me to go buy these things because the price is low. I'm not telling you that because, again, for my people who just joined, I am not a financial advisor or a licensed financial advisor at this time, meaning I cannot tell you what type of securities or commodities to invest in. I can only tell you what I have done, why I did it, or why I'm not doing those things. Okay. Ray said I got rid of Soul too. They fell out. Yeah. Once they did all them outages, I was like, I'm done. They change up and they make some changes and they don't have any more outages. Give me, 2-3 years of you consecutively not having any outages, any issues, then I'm in there. Okay. So what I do hold right now for I think it was Crochet. Yeah, Crochet Like the Pros asked. Was, of course, I hold Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP. I have HBAR. I have Cardano, Algorand, and Chainlink. That's what I have. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Um, Clay said these are the things he recommend. Y'all do your research. That's all I'll say. Just like what I just shared, you do your research. Just because I said those are the things I hold doesn't mean I'm telling you to go and invest in anything. I'm just sharing because I was asked the question. Okay. Isaiah said he was talking about Bitcoin doing a dump after just a short squeeze. Now I'm with Isaiah. I still believe that we have one more push to the downside. Okay, I do. I feel like, this is going to be that time where they're going to, do that whole liquidity sweep. They're going to get some folks, you know, because they don't know what they're doing. They about to get some people out their position. And then that's when we'll go into our consistent accumulation, like for real, for real. And then, of course, continue on and do what we normally do, which is start to expand and start our bull market. Okay. So if we go off of historical data, okay, we do have a bit of time to be in that accumulation phase based off of the last two cycles as it pertains to Bitcoin. Okay. So you're talking about over a year of being in a bear market. Okay. Or close to a year. And I think that was we gonna look at it. I'm gonna show y'all here in a second. John said he waiting on that one. All right, well, let's go. Yes, indeed. I'm gonna show y'all this because I before we get into it and I show y'all how to buy crypto. Okay, let me pull up my chart. Okay, and then we're gonna look at hey, thank y'all so very much. 24K, come on with the likes. Y'all are doing great. Y'all are doing great. Thank you. Welcome in. Happy Tuesday. Y'all keep tapping the screen. The goals are here. Okay, when you come in, grab your heart me. Like the live by tapping the screen. The goal is 75K. It's been a minute since we hit 75K, so it'll be really great to hit 75K. Y'all on YouTube, if you have not given a thumbs up, I will really appreciate that. Thank you for that, Harmony, Sean. I appreciate you. Okay, and then share goal is up there. Repost goal is up there. So share and or repost 250 on that, and then engage. Continue to comment. Let me know, if you with me, if it makes sense, so on and so forth. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen so that way we can go over the past. Okay, so y'all can see the past accumulation phase, how long it took. Okay, so I'm going to show y'all we're on Bitcoin. I'm using tradingview.com for my people who are curious. Hold on, there you go. So we're on tradingview.com. Y'all see that, right? I'm circling it right here, tradingview.com. You can use this website for free. Okay, it is global. So you can look at other things outside of anything US related. All right. So you're talking about indices and index funds in Europe and so on and so forth. Okay. If it is a tradable asset, you will be able to find it on tradingview.com. Okay. So for my people who want to know, thank you for the repost, Crochet. I appreciate you. So for my people who have never been on TradingView, okay, when you create an account, totally free to create, you can press the what does it say? Products or something like that, and then it shows this. I can't remember what it says. But anyway, you'll come here to the search box. I probably should have did. As a matter of fact, let me do it. Hold on. So let me go. Oops. I'm going to do it here. Okay. So when you create an account, these three little lines here. Okay. Johan, welcome in. Happy Tuesday. Okay. You're going to go here. And then it's going to go to products. And you can press super chart. Okay. Super charts. All right. And then whatever you were on last, it should come up. Or you could just go search. So what I did was I went to BTC USD because that's Bitcoin, pair with US dollar. And I am on the spot crypto one. It says crypto TV. All right. So these are different crypto exchanges. So the price may be a little bit different depending on the crypto exchange you're on. Everybody got it. I'm on Spot Crypto if anyone wants to follow along. Okay. And I am live right now on YouTube, y'all. So if you want to watch the replay of this, you can always go watch the part that you missed on YouTube. That's Prosperity Cause. Okay. Thank you, Sean, for sharing the live. All right. So this is where we are right now. Okay. I've talked about these things multiple times. So what we were waiting for to tell us that we are officially in the accumulation phase. Number one, we needed to see that Bitcoin stays above 65K. Okay. Why do we want Bitcoin to stay above 65K? Is because this is a strong area of support for us. Okay. For my people who are new and don't know what support is, it's pretty much an area where price likes to go to, but can't continue to push down. So it'll probably pierce it with these wicks, right? These long skinny lines. It'll probably pierce it, but price will close above it. So looking at here in February, it came down 1, 2, welcome back, Brown Sugar, 3, 4, 5 consecutive weeks. It closed above 65K. It pushed up and then it came back and hit it 2 more times. Okay. And this is in March. All right. 2 consecutive weeks. Welcome in LA, California. I see you. Happy Tuesday. Okay. 2 consecutive weeks. And then it finally pushed to the upside. Okay. So number one, to help us to identify the accumulation phase of the market cycle, we need to see that price has come down. We've had our bear market, prices continuously dropping, and we find an area of support and price stays above there. Okay. The second thing we need to see is that the selling pressure has now slowed down. Okay, it slowed down. So do we all agree that the selling pressure has slowed down as it pertains to Bitcoin? Type yes or no in the chat for me real quick. Al, welcome in. Happy Tuesday. Tosh, welcome in. Happy Tuesday. Do we agree that the selling pressure for Bitcoin, according to this screen, has slowed down? Type yes or no in the chat. Brett said yes. John said yes. Yes. Ducky said yes with a question mark. So yes. Okay, let me see what y'all got on. Okay, I haven't said anything on YouTube. All right, so all right. Hey, welcome in, Chad. I see you. Frank over here laughing at me. I mean, that he did. He said yes with a question mark. So selling pressure means for Ducky, because maybe Ducky doesn't know that the red candles represents selling, meaning price is pushing down. Okay. And the green candles mean that price is pushing up. People are buying more Bitcoin because we're on Bitcoin. Okay. It says BTC USD, and we're on the 1 week time frame for those who are wondering. Okay. So yes, selling pressure has slowed down because we see less red candles. Okay. You're very welcome. Cool. So we have one, we're at the bottom of our bear market. Welcome in, Jeff. I see you. Happy Tuesday. We are at the bottom of our bear market. We see that price is staying above an area of support where it has come down and it bounced back up. Okay. So we have 2 things. And then we see that the selling pressure slowed down. All right. And now we see that Bitcoin has officially surpassed the 80K area. And for my people who are like, why is 80K important? I put notes on my lines, right? If it's something that I want to remember. So last quarter of 2025, fourth quarter of 2025, this 80K area was the low for the fourth quarter. So if there is an area where price comes down and it forms an area of support, remember, price comes down and bounce back up. That's support. It's like our floor. Okay. Then more than likely it flips into what we call resistance. So for my people who may not know what resistance means or what it looks like, it pretty much pretty much means that price comes up to an area, in this case, and then it can't keep going, so it pushes back down. So I'm going to use this as an example. See how price comes up, comes down, comes up, comes down, comes up, comes down, comes up, comes down, comes up. This is 6 weeks in a row. Okay, using Bitcoin. Zena, welcome in. Happy Tuesday. 6 weeks in a row where Bitcoin price came up here and couldn't keep going at 119K in that area. Nisi said it's hidden resistance. Absolutely. Okay. So that's what ended up happening here at that 80K. Because in the fourth quarter of 2025, Bitcoin came down to 80K and it pushed up. It didn't keep going. So that gave us an area of support. Now, look, I want you to look. This is February of 2025, right? I mean, 2026. I said February. Child, this is November of 2026. I'm thinking about that last low. November of 2025. Okay? But look to the left. Bitcoin price hit here 1, 2, 3 weeks in a row. And this is back in 2025, February. So pretty much the beginning of 2025, Bitcoin liked the price point of 80K. And then it finally pushed through and came down into that, what's that? 75K area. Okay. So 75K was also an area that we were paying attention to as well. Because look what happened. Bitcoin came back up in March of this year and hit it. So it went from support, pushing down, coming up, support equals floor, right? And it flipped to resistance. It came up, it hit the ceiling, and closed below. Welcome back, Money Talk. I see you. Coach Tamika, welcome in. Happy Tuesday. Okay? And then we finally broke through, and we broke through slightly that 80K. Everybody got it. So right now, we have our higher low. We have maintained above 65K. Selling pressure has slowed down. Okay. And then also we have now surpassed 80K. So y'all be careful with your TikTok account. One of our creators just lost their account again. I'm going to pin that. Y'all, please only follow these creators from live streams. And if I were you, just like we do, or I suggest people do with their money, email accounts, right? Where you have your money flowing to specific email accounts, I highly suggest that you get in the practice of changing your passwords at a minimum every 6 months. I know it can be a lot. It can be a headache, y'all, especially for those of us that are, elder millennials and older. You know what I'm saying? You be like, God dang, I got to remember something else. I can't even hardly remember what I did yesterday. I understand, y'all, but this is security measures that you should be taking. Okay? Protect your accounts, all of your accounts. So change your passwords frequently, make them strong. Do not use consecutive numbers and letters or old passwords and stuff like that. Lisa said, laugh at us, baby. Listen, I already know, my in-laws are baby boomers. And they're like, shoot, I got to write this stuff down. But y'all, this is a way to protect yourself, okay? This is a way to protect yourself, all right? So please make sure that you are changing your account, your password to all of your accounts at least every 6 months. If the Army didn't teach me anything, boy, they was on that, okay? Changing your passwords every 6 months. And you got reminders, child. They ain't play. Scorpio, welcome in. Welcome in. Happy Tuesday. AI, welcome in. Happy Tuesday. Perpetuals, what are you talking about, add-on cash? What are you talking about? We're talking about the accumulation phase. We have our confirmation for the accumulation phase. So for my person that may be like, Leon, what do you mean by we need higher lows? Okay. To confirm a hold on, let me make this wider. To confirm the accumulation phase as well. Okay. Now I'm on Bitcoin, add on cash, add on cash. I'm on Bitcoin. Okay. So what I mean by that is we all see that this is a low price, right? I have it marked as a lower low. So Bitcoin came down in this year in 2026. It came down to $60,013.76. Okay. Remember, I am on spot Bitcoin. I said spot Bitcoin, spot crypto. Okay. VW, welcome in. Happy Tuesday. So we need to see that price comes up. It may push back down, but the low is now higher than 60K, right? So we had price push up here, hit 75K. Okay. See, this white line is 75K. Got it? That white box. All right. And then it came down and it went a little bit below 65. It came about, I'm trying to get on it. Yeah, roughly $64,704.21, roughly. Okay. It may be off of here because my cursor is there. So 64,000 is higher than 60,000, correct? Yes or no in the chat? Is 64,000 higher than 60,000? Yes or no in the chat? Is 64,000 higher than 60,000? Yes or no in the chat? John, welcome in. Nisa yet said yes. Ducky said yes. Fair Market Bully said C. Coach said yes. Grinding said yes. All right, cool. I see you. Thank you for the follow too. Grinding 375. Fernando, welcome in. Happy Tuesday. Okay, cool. So then Bitcoin pushed up again. Now I'm going to move this here. Pushed up again. It came down a bit, and it came down a little bit below the 75K mark, right? So it was at roughly $74,671, right? I moved my cursor tap slightly, but yeah. Okay. So that 74,000 is now higher than that 64,000. So now we have something like a higher low. This ain't really like legit yet. I want to see what happens after Bitcoin comes back down since it's past this 80K mark. Okay, that's what I'm waiting on. That's going to tell me if we have a real deal higher low. So what we want to see, okay, is that Bitcoin now stays above this 65K. So it comes back down. Let me use this 1 second, y'all. It comes back down, possibly. Okay. And it may hit in between the 69, 67K area, somewhere in here, right? Forms a new higher low, and then it goes back up. Okay. Now it may go higher than 80K. Okay. And then come back down and play around and continue to do the sideways movement. All right. Because real wisdom said it's not coming back down. Okay. That may be what you believe. Okay. None of us will know until a bull market happens. All right. None of us will know until the bull market officially happens. And if we go off of past data, all right, the bull market is not about to happen like next month or within the next 2-3 months. Okay. This is not the beginning of the bull market either. All right. Because past data says no. All right. And I'm on Bitcoin. Before anybody says, yes, it is the beginning of the bull market, we're going to look at historical data. Okay. We're going to use a chart and let the chart tell us. All right. So what we want to do, okay, instead of us attempting to predict the market, we want to use what the market is showing us to help us to plan according to scenarios. So scenario 1, if Bitcoin stays above 80K and moves sideways, then that means that our accumulation phase is here, but it's going to stay within this area. It may stay above 80K, right? That's scenario 1. That's possible. The next scenario is Bitcoin comes back down below 80K, okay? But it does not go below 65K. It may stay somewhere in between or above that 69, 67K. That scenario too. And then let's say Bitcoin now moves sideways from there. Does everybody follow what I'm saying? Ray, thank you so very much for the share. I mean, my bad, Raj. Thank you for sharing live. Does everyone understand what I'm saying? We're going to create scenarios to help us make the decisions, not attempt to predict the market. When you attempt to predict the market, you're expecting things to play out exactly how you predicted it, and you may miss your opportunity to move. However, you're going to move, whether that's hold, whether that's buy, whether that's sell. Thank you for sharing the live, Juan. I appreciate you. Okay. So Nisi's saying that it's coming back and fill the gap. Okay. Now, like I said, y'all. Now here's a third scenario. All right, because Nisi said that it's gonna come back down and fill the gap. So the third scenario, all right, is that this is going to turn into that liquidity sweep where you're going to think Bitcoin is going to just go into this massive parabolic push to the upside. And then the following week, because we're on the 1 week time frame, right? The following week is going to do a massive sell off. Right? And the third scenario is Bitcoin drops all the way down past the 60K, past the 65, of course, past the 60K, which is a previous 3-month low, okay? And then we create a new low, okay? That's a third scenario. So I gave y'all 3 scenarios. Everybody got it. You plan according to scenarios and you watch the market. Let the market tell you what it's doing. That's why we've been doing these lives each week. And I've been showing the charts every single time because we've been sitting here saying we want to see, are we in a correction phase still? Or are we in the early signs of accumulation? Or are we in a full-blown accumulation? We've been voting on this every single week, y'all, for pretty much doggone near 2 months. Bear Market Bully said, that's what I'm talking about. Come on, lower. I'm with you. Give me another lower low. I am with you. That would be awesome. Okay. But now again, I'm not saying it because, oh man, like I want to buy. I started buying again in 2023 at 18K. All right. I have a cutoff on at what price point I buy based on past data. So let's go back. For my person who said Bitcoin is not going to go lower and we're in a bull market, okay? You may not have said it out loud, but you were thinking it. You may not have said it out loud. You may not have typed it, but you were thinking it. Let's go back to the past market cycle. I'm about to help you out, okay? So we're not just blurting stuff out and saying things, and we don't go off of historical data. We don't have a starting point to help us to make that decision, okay? So let's look at the past. So we're using the past market cycle. This is back in 2021. Everybody should remember this if you've been in the space for quite some time. Even if you haven't put money in, but you've been kind of eyeballing it and considering investing, right? Then you should be able to say, oh yeah, I remember Bitcoin did hit like 60K something, some years back. And then it plummeted. And I'm pretty sure if I say FTX, y'all all have an idea of what happened with FTX. Okay? I'm pretty sure because it was all over the news. If I say Sam Bankman-Fried, you're going to be like, that name sounds familiar. Okay? You're going to say, that name sounds familiar. I can't place my finger on it, but that name sounds familiar. Yeah, that's the guy that was running FTX, and he ran that thing into the ground, okay? And got arrested, and FTX shut down, bankrupt, took people money, all kind of stuff. Celebrities getting sued and things of that nature because they're promoting certain cryptocurrencies and FTX coin tokens and all kind of madness. Okay. During that time with FTX, guess what we were doing? The crypto market was already selling. We were already in our bear market where the price of Bitcoin or XRP and all of that stuff was going to continue to go down. Naomi said, Naomi said, I remember when Bitcoin was 20K and I didn't buy any. Well, you know what? You know now, okay? I will say this. Don't expect Bitcoin to go back down to 20K. Those days are over. We gonna use historical data to help us to determine 20K is definitely, it's not there. Okay. so if you thinking that it's gonna go back down to 20K, baby, you know that's not gonna happen. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. All right. But so we see that the price continues to go down. Okay. Red candles, red candles. Red means sell, green means buy. Red means price is going down, green means price goes up, right? So you see red, 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 a little green, red, red, green, red, 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 green. Okay, got it? And now we see a ton of red. Boom, boom, boom. And now we see the market starts to go a bit sideways, and then it does its final push down. You see this big old red candle right here? That's the final big push to the downside. Okay? But I want y'all to look at what happened. Okay? Price comes down. You think it's about to make a new high and go back up. It did what? Turn around, go down. Okay? Then you think this is the bottom. This was, hold on. You think that was the bottom? That was roughly 17K, right? It came back up to 25K. Okay? It came up to 25K. And then what did it do? It did another what? Push on down. Everybody see that, right? So this is 21 to 22. Everybody follow. If you following me, let me know. Thumbs up emoji in the chat. Thumbs up emoji in the chat if you following. If you with me. I'm trying to figure out my StreamYard. Sorry. Okay, y'all not seeing anything on y'all quiet on StreamYard. So hopefully you with me. Okay. I see y'all. So let's go. All right. So now, all right, cool. So now we're at the bottom. Okay. The market we saw had been selling off, and then we had this really big sell candle, and then it did what? What is this called for my people who have been in the investing space or are traders? What is this called? When the market does this, it moves sideways. What is that term? Type it in the chat for the people who don't know. When the market moves sideways, thank you, Divine. I see you. It consolidated. Okay? We have nothing but consolidation. Kudos, y'all. John Stone said it. We are now entering, it appears to be early accumulation. Okay? So this is the phase of the market cycle where people who have big money, the term you will hear is called smart money. Okay? I got it. You know you smart. All right? But smart money consists of the hedge fund managers, your financial institutions, your billionaires, your private equity firms, these type of people, okay? That's considered smart money. Okay? So you can be smart and put your money in the market. However, I'm giving y'all that's called smart money. All right, cool. So now when the market does this, it's at the bottom of a bear market and it starts to move sideways and consolidate. And it establishes an area of support that we talked about earlier. Okay. Would you all agree that this is an area of support? Where price comes down, it bounces back up. It cannot close below this area of roughly 15K. Would you agree that this looks like a strong area of support? Type yes or no in the chat. Yes or no in the chat. Dr. One Fly, welcome in. Happy Tuesday. Would you all agree that this is a strong area of support? Yes or no in the chat. Price keeps coming down to this area, but it cannot close below. It keeps closing above. All right, cool. So now we've established, number one, we have a strong area of support. We also see selling pressure start to slow down. We don't have the big body candles anymore, right? Because now it's slowing down and the market is moving sideways, it's consolidating. Okay. Johnstone said, I just bought a bag load of striving. Okay. All right. Well, good job. Congratulations to you. All right. Wave, welcome in. Mr. Cal, welcome in. Happy Tuesday. Pat's World, welcome in. Happy Tuesday. Okay. So we see we have a strong area of support. That's number one on our checklist or our criteria to identify an accumulation phase. Okay. Point two is that I said we stay above it. That's a strong area of support. The second part is selling pressure slows down. We see the selling pressure slows down. T-Bone, thank you for the follow. Part three of our criteria to say we are in accumulation is we start to see higher lows form. Leona, what is higher lows? Well, we see that we have a low here back in November 2022. Okay. Price comes up, pushes back down, and then it forms a new low, but it is higher than the previous one. You're very welcome, T-Bone. It's higher than the previous one. So now guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to move this line here so that we can all say yay or nay to this higher low. Hold up, let me move this out the way. Is 19,000 higher than 15,000? Yes or no in the chat. And I'm not being funny, y'all. I want to make sure that we're able to identify this. It's 19,000 higher than 15,000 right here. Yes or no in the chat. Thank you, Duke, for the follow. All right, T-Bone said yes. Brett laughing at me, but saying yes. Ducky, yes. All right, cool. So that means we have a higher low. This low right here, back in March of 2023, is higher than this low from November of 2022. Cool. So now this is telling us that Bitcoin price is moving up a bit, okay, but we're not in full-blown bull market, okay? So then we have, I'm gonna move this up. So then, not the whole screen, Leona, okay? So this was the previous high, okay? Then we had Bitcoin come up here. So it made a new high, okay? So from this high here, this last high here in October 2022, Bitcoin finally made a new high, and that was in February 2023. Cool. Then price pushed up from this higher low here, and it came up some more, and it made what we call a higher high. Oh man, it's a little too low. Okay, how do we know that's a higher high, Leona? Because let's do this. Okay, that's why I use these vertical lines. Is 31K higher than 25K? Yes or no in the chat. Is 31K higher than 25K? Yes or no in the chat. Let me see. Is 31K higher than 25K? Brett said yes. Ducky said yes. Okay, cool. So that means we now have a higher high. So we officially have a higher low and we have a higher high. Price pushed down, and then it made another higher low because look, it came down. Hold up. This is a low. So this low now is higher than this one. So y'all, we're not in expansion yet because look what happened. What did it do again, y'all? In that 15K area, it was going sideways. What's that term again? Type it in the chat for the people who just joined that missed it. I'm circling the area. What is this called again? Type it in the chat for the people who just joined. Type it in the chat again for the people who just joined. Yep, Red said it. It consolidated again. So let me do this. I'm going to do 2 vertical lines so that way y'all can see how long the market for Bitcoin specifically in the last market cycle, okay? So you can see how long it was in the accumulation phase. Look at this. This vertical line starts it from November of 2022 to October 2023. We were in an accumulation phase. Wealthy VIP, welcome back. Did I make this up or do y'all see this clear as day? Did I make this up or do y'all see this clear as day? If y'all see it clear as day, Cecil, thank you for that heart me. If y'all see this clear as day with me, give me the thumbs up emoji in the chat. If you're like, Leona, that's a bull market. I want you to give me the thumbs down. Yep. They can say clear as day. Yep, Mr. Cecil. Okay. I see you. One IJG, welcome in. I about messed that up. Okay. Now, here is when the bull market officially took off. Do y'all see that? It broke out of this, what is clear resistance here. Okay, we talked about support and resistance. I see you, Leroy. We talked about support and resistance. This is clear resistance here. It broke out of here and it kept going. Green candle after green candle after green candle after green candle. Y'all see this is 1, 2, Garden, welcome in. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 consecutive weeks of price going higher. Y'all, that is called expansion. That is our bull market. Everybody got it. So until we see, y'all saw how long the accumulation phase for the last one was. Do y'all really believe that we're in a bull market right now? Or the beginning of a bull market right now? When the last cycle showed us clear as day, we had 11, almost 12 months of accumulating, and we had higher highs and higher lows formed during the accumulation phase. It went higher than where the low was. It went higher, and then it did what? Consolidated again. And it formed an area of resistance and support. So what could happen, what's potential is this 80K, not confirming y'all, but the potential is that this 80K area could potentially become that area of resistance, and then we go into our new set of accumulation, a new area of accumulation. Everybody got it? Give me the thumbs up emoji in the chat if y'all got it. Divine, thank you so very much for the repost. Benjamin, thank you for the follow. And the reason why I'm saying is because we got to stop rushing the process. Let the market do what it do. We just come up with the scenarios to help us to decide how we want to move. Okay? So for a person that says that it's not going to do this, it's not going to do that, y'all, we're not predicting nothing. What we want to do is let the market play out. We have scenarios to help us decide if we want to buy, if we want to sell, if we want to hold. Got it? We talked about 3 scenarios earlier. Scenario 1, Bitcoin stays above this 80K and then it goes sideways. Okay? And we're continuing our accumulation phase. It continues to consolidate. That's scenario 1. Okay, cool. So you know that smart money historically buys consistently in bulk during the accumulation phase, right? We know that. So before you ask somebody, should I be buying Bitcoin? Because that's what we're talking about right now. Before you ask somebody, should I be buying Bitcoin? Think about what smart money does. Smart money buys during accumulation phases. Got it? Now, the second scenario, okay? Let's say Bitcoin does not stay above 80K and begins to create these another accumulation area or consolidates and everything. Let's say Bitcoin comes down to this area here, 69, 67K. All right, Mrs. Cecil said, yes, ma'am. Okay, I got you. All right, so let's say Bitcoin comes in here, but then it comes back up, okay? And then it just consolidates again, and it moves sideways, okay? Guess what? You're still in accumulation. Got it? And it has made another higher low if it does that, because if it stays above 67K, that's higher than that 64K. So you now have another higher low. Didn't we see that back here? We saw that back here. Higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. Then it finally broke that resistance and went into that bull market. Okay? So that meant that the accumulation phase was over back here. This was the last week in October 2023. That was the last week of the accumulation phase, and an expansion came into play that following week. Got it? Cool. Okay? So that's scenario 2. Well, what do? You're still in accumulation, so what does smart money do? Smart money buys. So if you want to move like smart money, what should you do? Type it in the chat. If you want to move like smart money, and smart money buys during the accumulation phase, what do? Type it in the chat. If you want to move like smart money, and you know smart money buys during the accumulation phase, what do you need to do? Cecil said buy. Grinding said buy. Ducky said buy. Come on. So stop asking people, should you buy something when you know the answer? You're not dumb. You're not. You just want somebody to confirm something you already know. How about you stop waiting on somebody to confirm something that you already know and just do what you know to do? That's how you make money. Smart money not waiting on somebody to tell them. They looking at certain factors. They're looking at certain signals. They're waiting for certain confirmations to tell them, all right, now this is my cue. They're not waiting on a specific person. They're waiting on confirmation based on technical analysis, fundamentals, environment, economic events, things of that nature. They have their own criteria to say, this is when I buy. How about you, ladies and gentlemen, my battles now, how about you do the same thing? You can move like the smart money. You may not have the money they have, but you can move like them. Thank you, Angie, for that heart me. Mr. Cecil said, wealth is made during bearing accumulation for sure. Come on now. They buy at these low prices. Look, if we establish that this was the accumulation phase back here, November 2023 to October 2023, the highest price that Bitcoin got back in October or back in 2023 was $31,000. They were buying between $15K and $31,000, y'all. Look what happened. Bitcoin went all the way up to 100. Here, let me move it. Bitcoin went all the way up to over 126,000. Do you understand the type of gain that is for a person that just follows the market cycles and they move when the market is at its lowest and it's accumulating and it's moving sideways? And y'all, if you're that person that say, I don't want to sell in my Bitcoin, you don't have to sell your Bitcoin. Guess what you can do? I said this last week, something I did. I bought Bitcoin ETFs. Why? Because I'm not selling any of my actual Bitcoin. But guess what I can do? I could sell a few shares of my Bitcoin ETFs because I have 2 different ones, right? Or I can let it build and profit, and I can borrow again to invest in something else. Does that make sense to everybody? Yes or no in the chat? Does that make sense to everybody? Yes or no in the chat? So now we know. Now we know, okay? There is no excuse. There's no reason we should sit here. Bear market bully put it in there. I'm not going to say it out loud, okay? I'm not going to say it out loud. All I'm going to say is, okay, all I'm going to say is, I thought I was sharing it still. What happened? It didn't share anymore. It stopped sharing. Boo. But yeah, listen, I got 2 different Bitcoin ETFs. One I've had since 2023 before they became an ETF. Okay. And it was actually called a Bitcoin Trust. Now, I personally wouldn't recommend that one because the expense ratio is ridiculously high. Okay. But because I got it at like $14 a share, I'm like, who am I? Like, why would I get rid of all of it when I'm up, even today, to this day, I'm still up over 300% just with that one Bitcoin ETF. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't make sense. Okay. But yeah, thank you for the repost. Said, how did you get into trading? Funny. Funny you should ask. Grinding. Grinding. Okay, my bad. So I actually got into trading through a trading network marketing company. That's how I was introduced to trading. Now, not crypto trading. Okay. It was forex trading. Crypto trading, this was 2017, roughly. I had a person that actually worked with my husband at the time. Both of us was in the Army, active duty. And so he worked with my husband, and he was pretty much telling him that he should get into crypto trading. He's made X amount of dollars. I don't remember what the amount was he said he made or whatever. And he told him what to do. So my husband came to me and was like, "You heard of this crypto stuff?" And I'm like, "Nope, I don't know nothing about that." But I'm a risk taker. You know what I'm saying? I am. I'm the person that takes the most risk out of my family, period. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, A-Rad Money. So yeah, I'm the one that takes the risk. I'll be the test dummy any day, like, cause I'm like, listen, scare money don't make money. That's just how I move. Mr. Joe, welcome in. Happy Tuesday. So anyway, so he told me like, yeah, you know, such and such was talking about crypto trading, and hey, what's going on, Mr. Cecil? I see you. We say hoorah, okay? Who? H. So you must be Marines, Mr. Cecil. But yeah. So I said hoorah, Jesus. I said who? I said who? So yeah, so pretty much he told us to get a Coinbase account. We got a Coinbase account. He said buy some Bitcoin from Coinbase. We bought Bitcoin from Coinbase. Then he said open up a Binance account. We opened up a Binance account. Then he said send the Bitcoin to Binance. And then we did that. He was like, now you start trading in Binance. That was it. That's how I got introduced. That was my first introduction to trading. And I'm like, but what do I do? You know, like I don't get it, you know. But yeah, so that was it. Then I ended up getting introduced to forex trading, which was actually more, it was better for me because there was a foundation. Like I actually started learning how trading came about, you know, structure, market structure, like all of that. That's when I started learning. And that was actually through the trading network marketing company. I know for some people it didn't work, but for me, it did work because I'm that person. I want to figure out how you came up with that strategy. You charging me to use the strategy, but how did you come up with that? You know what I'm saying? So that's where I got the TradingView account. So that way I could figure out how they came up with it. And it was like patterns, so harmonic patterns. I learned how they were coming up with it using TradingView, but I still was using the trading network marketing company until I was really proficient on my own. And then was like, all right, I don't need y'all no more. Steph, thank you so very much for that heart me. I appreciate you. Okay, so that's pretty much how it came about. But I will say this because I am going to say this every time I go live, y'all. I strongly suggest before a person thinks about trading, y'all please get proficient and consistently profitable as an investor first. Because trading is only going to expose any weaknesses you have when it comes to money. I'm going to say it again. Trading is going to expose any weaknesses you have as it pertains to money. So when you become proficient as an investor, you have a really good system to buy and hold. And year after year, you're seeing profit, meaning your accounts are growing as an investor. Thank y'all so very much for the gifts. I appreciate you. Thank you for the you're awesome. I appreciate that, FX Edge. But when you get consistent and you see year after year, you're seeing your account improve and grow. Now you can consider learning to trade. But even when you start trading, y'all, and I know there's gonna be somebody that's gonna say, you shouldn't start with a small amount because it takes much longer to grow small accounts and stuff. I hear that, but this is what I would rather a person do. Start small, whatever small is to you. Okay. Somebody may say 25K is small to them. Okay, cool. Well, another person may say $250 is small to them. Got it? They won't miss $250. Cool. Start where you know if I put this into the market and I lose it, my lights are not getting cut off. I'm not getting kicked out of my house. I'm not foreclosing on my home. I'm not getting my car repoed. None of that. Okay? FS Ed said totally agree. I know it's gonna be somebody. You may not say it out loud. You may not type it in the chat. Welcome in. But I'm telling you now, I am doing my best to save you from losing money unnecessarily because you're not mentally ready to handle what comes with trading. It's me, Siobhan. Thank you so very much for the follow. All right. I initially got introduced to trading in 2017. I didn't start trading Forex until that was crypto in 2017. I didn't start trading Forex until 2018, like towards the end of 2018. So you're talking about 8 years. I said 7 last week. Child, it's been 8. I'm almost at 8 years, y'all, because I said towards the end of 2018. So yeah, I'm at almost 8 years. Said psychology plays a big role. I'm telling y'all, FX Ed said it. There is, if you have a poor relationship with money, if you lack discipline with your money, meaning you have really bad spending habits, I'm telling you now, you go over here and start trading and you're not proficient as an investor, trading is going to show you suck. Okay. If you are a person that is very impatient and you make rash decisions a lot, and it's not just with money, but you make rash decisions, like you don't think things through and you're just like on the fly and just all the time, trading is going to expose you. If you are not great at handling your emotions, like managing your emotions before you make a money decision, trading is definitely going to expose you. I'm saying this all, y'all. Been there, done that. Even to this day, because I've switched from forex to futures, right? And even with me trading futures, it's a bit different, but it's easy, right? Because I've been trading forex for so long. So even with me, like today, I was in the S&P 500 trade, Lord. And I had my chart marked up and everything, right? So I'm in the trade, I'm up and everything, and I'm like, all right, cool. I haven't figured out because I'm still playing around with this particular futures broker, but I haven't figured out like how to set my take profit, right? So I had to look and everything. And so the market started to tank, and I was like, well, I guess I just go ahead and take my profit because the buy had slowed down. The buy momentum had slowed down anyway prior to that sale that happened. So I took my profit. I was up or whatever. I left, came back probably 30 minutes later, right? Freebird, thank you for that rose. Came back, y'all, it hit my area, and all I could do was just laugh. I was like, I said it, but you know what? I made money. Like that. All I could do was that I wasn't upset. Y'all, that's growth. Because the Leona that first started out trading, I would have been mad and I would have got back in the trade thinking that it was going to keep going up. But this Leona said, hey, you know what I'm saying? What I identified was correct. That's it, right? FSA said my biggest problem was patience until I found out I was successful. And y'all, all it takes, I'm gonna bring this back to an investor. Cass, welcome in. Happy Tuesday. I'm gonna bring this back to those of you that want to start investing, specifically talking about crypto tonight, right? But you can apply this to anything that you're gonna invest in. Y'all, investing is a long game. I got it. A lot of us have grown accustomed to the instant gratification, right? We're in this microwave era. We have all this information. We get it like this now, right? Social media it lies to us, all right, and it tells us that these people are overnight sensations and they didn't have to go through all of these challenges and things of that nature. I understand all of that, but let's get back to reality. The reality is the people that you are seeing that are super successful as investors, that are on TikTok and YouTube, that are talking about investing, if they really are successful and not just saying it because they want you to buy something from them, right? Those individuals have taken losses. They've probably taken some really big losses that you may not be comfortable with yet. As a trader, they have probably blown some accounts, meaning they put money into the account and they lost all of it, and then they had to re-up. They had to put more of their hard-earned money into that account in order to continue to trade. This is the stuff that is not shown or talked about as much as how much, Nvidia has gone up, or the percentage gain that Bitcoin has gone up, so on and so forth. I got it, y'all. But let's come back to reality. Everybody had to start at some point. Not everybody started with tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, or millions of dollars. There are more people that started with hundreds or possibly less than the people who started with hundreds of thousands and millions of dollars as an investor, let alone as a trader. So please do not compare where you're starting at to a person who has been doing it for 5, 10, 20 years. Everybody got it. Okay? So I'm going to show y'all real quick because I kind of got off what we were talking about. I'm going to show y'all real quick how you can go about buying Bitcoin. So let's say you already know you want to buy some Bitcoin, okay? I am not telling anyone to buy Bitcoin. Thank you for the follow. I am not telling anyone to buy Bitcoin. I am saying if you want to, no, I do not go live every day. I only go live on Tuesdays and Fridays for Say Cheese. And that's at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central. So if you want to buy Bitcoin, as an example, I'm going to walk y'all through how to do this. Now, here's the thing. I already have a Coinbase account. Okay, so there are steps that you would have to take prior to that. If you want that, okay, if you click the link in my bio on TikTok, if you click the link in my description box on YouTube, that crypto beginner checklist, it asks you certain questions first, okay, and then you can move on to the next step, and it actually shows you the steps on how to open up a Coinbase account. And it also has Uphold on there as well. Okay. Thank you so very much, Cecil. I appreciate you. Naomi said, if you were new to the market, would you sell some Bitcoin in order to make a profit? Absolutely not. Knowing what I know right now, I will absolutely not sell any of my Bitcoin. And I have done that before, and I didn't know any better. But I know better now. So absolutely not. I will not sell any of my Bitcoin. Like I said, y'all, Leona has learned that it would be better for me to hold Bitcoin ETFs, and then I sell shares of that if I want to make a profit, or if I know I'm going to invest in something else, I will borrow against those assets, my crypto ETFs, specifically Bitcoin ETFs, and then I will use that money to do the investing in whatever that thing is. And of course, I have to pay it back because it's my asset. Okay. For FS Edge said this is hold on, this is the first trading live I've been on in TikTok. Oh, thank you so very much. I appreciate that, FS Edge. I appreciate that. It's me. Siobhan says she loves Uphold. Good. Now I do have to say this. If you live in the state of New York, I believe New York is still banned from using Uphold. If I'm incorrect, somebody please correct me. But I believe it's New York State. You cannot have Uphold. If I'm incorrect, please correct me. But last time I checked, New York State cannot have Uphold. Okay? New York State is not very crypto friendly. I just want to give y'all a heads up on that too. So, unfortunately, if you live in New York, there's going to be some things that you won't be able to invest in the cryptocurrency market. Okay? So, you definitely have to do your research on that. I see you, WWW Store. Welcome in. Valdez, welcome in. Sir Bits, welcome in. Happy Tuesday, y'all. Okay, so let's go to Coinbase. Okay, remember, Coach Tamika, welcome back. Remember, if you want to create a Coinbase account, I'm not showing that part. I'm showing you how to buy. So if you want to create an account, you can click the link in my bio. There's a crypto beginner checklist where you're going to do some steps first. Once you complete those steps, then your next step, because you're serious, you'll be able to see how to create your Coinbase account step by step and also Uphold. You're very welcome. Thank you, Ducky. Hopefully you come back, okay? All right, so let me share this, and then I'm going to stop sharing when it's time for me to put information in, okay? And then I'll bring it back up. Okay, so y'all should be able to see this on YouTube, and then y'all on TikTok. If you're watching me on TikTok and you want to watch the whole thing, y'all, you can come to YouTube. That's Prosperity Calls on YouTube. You'll be able to watch the replay. Okay. All right, so I'm on Coinbase, the desktop version, y'all. Okay, I told people. Now, I guess people thought I was joking. I do not leave cryptocurrency on an exchange. Okay, see why it says 17.45, the $17.45. I don't leave, crypto like that on here. Okay, I use it to just buy, and then I move it to my prospective wallet, whichever one I put it in. Okay, Sean, welcome in. Happy Tuesday. So once you have your documents uploaded, you have your bank account connected, so on and so forth, right? And you have been approved, right? They say, all right, good. Now you're verified. You can start buying cryptocurrency on Coinbase because you will get notified. Then you go to the home screen. This is the desktop version, y'all. If you know you want to buy Bitcoin, you can just go up here and type in Bitcoin, or since I already recently typed it, it's BTC. Okay, click on BTC. It shows you the current price. See that? Okay, and it's showing me what I have in here. I didn't even know it was still $7, but okay, whatever. All right, cool. So me saying I want to buy some Bitcoin. Everybody see this on the right hand side. It says buy, sell, or convert. That just means that I want to change the Bitcoin that I have into something else. Okay. That could be, I want to exchange it for XRP. I want to exchange it for Ethereum or a stable coin like USDC, whatever it is. Jeb, welcome in. Happy Tuesday. Okay. So I'm going to press buy, which is highlighted. And then I'm going to type in the amount that I want to buy. So for my people who say, oh man, don't I have to have a whole bunch of money, right? To buy some Bitcoin? No, you don't. Okay. I can have $10. Okay. I can have $10. Why I didn't do it? There we go. I can start with $10. And then where's it at? Buy Bitcoin. Why I didn't do it? I just did it. No. Hold on. Let me turn this around. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. Hold on. Let me turn this around. And then I'm going to select. Okay, so now I could share. That's why it wasn't correct. It wasn't selected on the right thing. Okay, so let me share it again. Let's go. All right. So now, if you're saying I gotta have a bunch of money to buy Bitcoin, no, you don't. I got it. It's not gonna be a whole lot, but so what? You could do $10. Everybody see this? It say 10 USD. Okay. Then I'm gonna go review order. Buy. Okay. Buy, and it shows us at what price. It's saying how much you're going to receive. You already have your bank account connected. It says total, and it says include 1% spread plus 25 cents fee. Everybody got that? Okay. So now I'm going to hit buy now. Cool. Order submitted. That's it. That's all. It's not hard. And it says done. Trade successfully done. And then I'm gonna hit done. And now look, instead of $7, I now have $16 worth of Bitcoin. Everybody see that? It's not hard, y'all. Okay? It's not hard. The hardest part is setting up your account. And even that's not hard. Okay? Debbie, welcome in. Thank you so very much for the follow. Everybody got it. Okay? You can buy $10 worth of Bitcoin. You could buy $50 worth of Bitcoin, 100, 1,000, 10,000. Totally up to you. That's the same thing when it comes to XRP, Ethereum. Let's say you don't have, how much is Ethereum right now? Ethereum is $2,300 roughly, almost $2,400. Well, if you don't have $2,400, but you want to buy some Ethereum, then go buy $10 worth of Ethereum, $100 worth of Ethereum, $400, $500 worth of Ethereum, whatever your budget allows. But here's the thing. Make sure when you do this, y'all, if you know you want to invest in that thing, make sure that you do it consistently. Okay? Prison to Blockchain, thank you so very much for the heart me. I appreciate you. Y'all go give Prison to Blockchain a follow. Give Prison to Blockchain a follow, especially for my people who want to learn more about cryptocurrency. I may not touch on something that he touches on, and if I'm saying it, y'all just go, okay? Go give him a follow. He goes live. He is also on different panels on TikTok. Check him out, okay? Thank you for the repost. I appreciate you. So I just showed y'all. I did it live. I showed y'all it was super easy to buy some Bitcoin. If you only have $10 and that's all you can do a month, it's too easy to buy $10 worth of Bitcoin. Not hard at all. Okay? How long did it take me to buy that Bitcoin, y'all? Type it in the chat. How long did it take to buy that Bitcoin? How long? Not even 5 minutes. That was literally like a minute. Okay? Says show where your profit is again. Okay, hold on. So not profit. It's not profit. It's showing that I bought that Bitcoin, and now what I had, it shows the new amount that I just purchased. So it's not profit. Okay. So this is where I'm using a desktop version so that way y'all can see it. All right. So down here, if you go to the search box and you type in Bitcoin, okay, it's going to show you what the price of Bitcoin is at the time, how much is up for the day. And then you see how it says balance here. It's going to show you what your balance is today. Okay. So remember, I started at $7 and some change. I bought $10 worth of Bitcoin with you guys right here. Okay. That's it. That's all. So now, there we go. I'm at $16.89. Okay. That's it. Not hard, but that's not profit. That's just me showing you that what I bought now is showing the new balance. Cool? All right. So y'all are going to get another homework assignment. Your next homework assignment, okay, is I want you all to go and look at Bitcoin's price chart for the past 5 years. I want you to just observe, okay, how price has moved. All right. I want you to observe how price has moved. How long did price go up? So how many months? Or if it was a year, if it was years, how long did price go down? Was it months? Was it years? How long did it go sideways in that accumulation? Okay, just take note of it. And this way you can use that data for future money-making decisions as it pertains to investing in Bitcoin, whether you buy and hold Bitcoin or you do what I also do, which is buy Bitcoin ETFs as well. Everybody got it? Jimmy, I see you. Welcome in. Happy Tuesday. Everybody got it? Okay. If y'all got it, y'all got now. And this is another thing I'll say. Not everybody that invests in a cryptocurrency market only use one crypto exchange. I have Kraken, I have crypto.com, I have Gemini as well. Okay. Then I got some other one. I can't even remember the name of it, child. I will have to go look it up because I'm pretty sure it's in the email somewhere. If I was to type in, because I bought Bitcoin and I bought XRP, especially when XRP wasn't on the on Coinbase anymore, I was buying it from a specific exchange, and I cannot remember the name of it. But anyway, I got that too. So I got like 5, 6 different exchanges that I use. Okay. Coinbase has been the main, but just know, y'all, you don't have to stick to one crypto exchange. Find the one that works best for you, that has low fees, really good customer service. They don't really have much security issues, things like that. And they hold the asset that you want to buy. All right. That's it. That's all. Okay. Bear Market Bully said Uphold. I did not have Uphold because at one point I was living in New York, and I know New York is banned. New York can't have Uphold. And so I never ended up getting it because I was in New York at the time, living there. Well, I was stationed there for 2 years. So yeah, actually no, almost 3 years. So yeah, it's totally up to you. Find the one that works best for you. Okay. So I showed y'all how to buy. Okay. Too easy. You don't have to put a whole lot. I showed you could just get it with $10. All right. This is the thing though. What I want you as a beginner to know. Okay. A lot of people that start out in this space, they lose money because they are chasing the next big cryptocurrency. Those meme coins and all that stuff. Thank you so very much, Big B. I appreciate you. Freebird says she uses 2 platforms. If you feel comfortable with typing the 2 that you use in there, by all means, type it in there to help our battle buddies out, okay? Go ahead. If you don't feel comfortable, that's fine. All right. But a lot of beginners mess around and lose money because they're chasing the next big thing. So those meme coins, when people are saying invest in this thing, or I made, and all these bots that come and all that stuff. Moni, welcome in. Happy Tuesday. Y'all, please stay away from that stuff. Do the research on these things. When I go live on Tuesdays and Fridays, I'm showing you what I'm investing in, why I'm investing in it. I show you our websites, like I've shown you the Bitcoin ETF inflow and outflow. I've shown you where I see that at. I've shown you where I look for the exchange supply, all of this stuff. Okay, chart work, all of that. Freebird says she uses Coinbase and Robinhood. I don't have Robinhood, so I can't speak on how good Robinhood is as it pertains to cryptocurrency. So, maybe y'all can ask Freebird her experience with Robinhood. Coinbase has been just fine to me. No issues. Crypto.com didn't have an issue at all. I only bought one time from Gemini, didn't have an issue. Kraken, again, didn't have an issue. And they're pretty easy to use. Each one that I've mentioned so far. I think crypto.com is easy to use too. What do you want to know about XRP? I buy. Price is at 140-ish, I think still. It's in accumulation phase. So we know what we do during the accumulation phase. What does smart money do during the accumulation phase? That's my thoughts on XRP. What does smart money do during during the accumulation phase? That's my answer. Okay. So yeah, avoid buying too late. Okay. We know. Thank you, Big B. That's the answer. Okay. That's the answer. Smart money buys during the accumulation phase. Okay. And that's another point. Buying too late. The reason why beginners may lose money is because you sit here, you're waiting for price to go lower and lower and lower because you don't know what the heck you're looking for. You're not studying historical data. And now you wait, and then price is already shot up and it's in a full-blown bull market. You've missed the accumulation phase. You know what I'm saying? So there's that. Okay. And like I said, don't understand the market cycles. Remember, there's 4 phases of the market cycle. I've gone over this for the past month and some change. The 4 phases of the market cycle is accumulation. That's at the bottom of a bear market. Is moving sideways. That's called consolidation. Okay. Then the second phase is called expansion. That's your bull market. The bull market happens when price has officially broken out of their resistance during that accumulation phase. What is the CA? I don't know what you're asking, Mariam. Okay. I don't know what CA is. All right. So expansion is our second phase of the market cycle. That's our bull market. The price is going up consistently. You see green candle after green candle after green candle. Okay. It may slow down and then accumulate again. We'll call that reaccumulation because it's doing it again, but it's at a much higher price. So the market starts to move sideways one more time. Then it goes back into the buy until it creates a new high, possibly. Okay. Or it's at a high for that year or so on and so forth. All right. The third phase is called distribution. We went over this multiple times over the past month and some change. Okay. That's at the top of a bull market. All right. Price starts to slow down. Buying momentum starts to slow down. You may see what we call a liquidity sweep happen at that time. As a matter of fact, let me show y'all because I know it's going to be somebody that's going to ask, Leona, what does that look like? Let me show you. Let me show you something. Okay. Let me show you something. I'm going to use Bitcoin as an example. Okay. So liquidity sweep is going to look similar to this. All right. It may not be exact, but it will be similar. Okay. So in this case, during the distribution phase, we may see, remember, we need to see that price has played around in a specific area. It does not continue to go higher, meaning close above the body of the candle, does not close above the area. It may pierce it with these wicks, right? But it does not close above. Flat top means it closes above. If the flat top is above that area, okay, but this is not the case here. So what we saw was resistance, clear as day. For my people who have been here, y'all know we talked about resistance tonight multiple times. And then price pushed down. It attempts to come up, can't quite get there, pushes down again. Now, this is where people get got. Wild and mild, welcome. This is what people get got and possibly got last year. All right. If they miss all of this that happened, okay, if they miss all of this and they said, shoot, let me get in. Bitcoin about to keep going higher. So they start buying during this week of September 2025. Okay. The following week, directly following, there's a massive sell-off. I want y'all to look at the percentage from how high it went to the low that it created. So this was the high, 126-ish. Thank you so very much for the gifts. I appreciate you. Okay. It came all the way down. That's an 18% drop in 1 week. Okay. Now that happened some point throughout that week. Price came down to 103 at some point during that week in October of 2025. Okay. But it went up to over 126K. Got it? Kay did not Diana, welcome. Thank you so very much for the follow. Richie, we don't do that in here. Okay. We don't do that in here. All right. So knowing that, what ended up happening the following week, we had another sale. Okay. Now, this is called that liquidity sweep because we had people pretty much get knocked out of their position because you're thinking price is going to keep going up. You get in here and then it just turns around and say, nope, get out of here. Now they done took all your money. What's going on, Crypto Babysitting? Welcome in. Happy Tuesday. Y'all give Crypto Babysitting a follow. There are beginners in here. I know y'all here. Listen, she does like mini series and stuff to break things down. So that way you as a beginner, you can get started today. Okay? You can get started today. So give her a follow, but give her a follow from the live stream, y'all. Don't do it afterwards because there's a lot of copycat accounts out there and I don't want y'all to get got. Okay? Don't lose your money out here on TikTok because y'all waiting to attempt to follow somebody after they already gone. Follow them through the live stream. Okay? All right. Clip, thank you so very much for the follow. I appreciate you. All right. So thank you for the go pop. I appreciate you, Crypto Babysitting. Big brother, welcome in. Fang, welcome in. Happy Tuesday, y'all. Okay? So that is either you call it a bull trap in this case or liquidity sweep. The key is it breaks that previous resistance. Okay? There is a massive buy and it's directly followed by a massive sell-off. That can also happen at the bottom of a bear market. Okay? So you may get psyched out thinking that price is going to go down even further. And then we have this big buy to the upside. And now you're out of luck. Okay? So everybody got it. Hopefully you got it. If y'all got it, let me know. Thumbs up emoji in the chat. If you got it, you see it, you have the visual, you understand. Thumbs up emoji in the chat if you got it. Okay? So we went over the three phases so far. The final phase of the market cycle is the correction phase. The correction phase. That's pretty much our bear market. When the market prices are consistently going lower and lower, and we're seeing those lower highs, those lower lows. Okay? That's it. You understand the phases of the market cycle. You apply that to every tradable market. Okay? I'm telling you now, you will make more money over the long term as an investor because you are now in a position or a better position to move like smart money, like the billionaires, like the hedge fund managers, because you're able to identify liquidity sweeps. You're able to identify when the accumulation phase is happening. You're able to identify the criteria, like to say, oh, this is a real deal accumulation or it's early accumulation. Okay, MS, but when do you get into the trade? How long do you hold your position? I'm not talking about trading. I'm talking about investing. I'm not teaching people how to trade because like I've said, because you must be new here. Thank you so very much for joining. I don't teach people how to trade first. The focus is learning how to invest, be profitable as an investor, understand how money moves and how it works. Then as you understand more, you're better, you're comfortable, you have a better relationship with money, and you're a profitable investor, then you can consider, or you should consider in trading. If you don't have that down, trading is not for you. You're going to get punched in the mouth and you're going to be mad because you're going to lose a whole lot of money unnecessarily. Okay? So the purpose of this is we buy and hold. That's what I talk about on here. Buy and hold. Okay. So thank you, Crypto Babysitting. I appreciate that. So yeah, so that's it. Y'all have y'all homework now. You know what to look for. Okay. That's it. That's all. So last part to this, if you have not created an account and you know you want to invest in cryptocurrency, y'all, we put it on, put it in the chat already. I'm going to repeat. You can look at Coinbase. Okay. You can always open an account, y'all, and not use them. Okay. If you're like, I don't like it, they're too complicated, whatever, you don't have to use them. Okay. But you can look into Coinbase V and welcome in. Happy Tuesday. You can look into crypto.com. Like I said, I have that one too. Uphold if you're not in the state of New York. Okay. So nobody told me I was wrong. So the last time I checked, you cannot have Uphold in the state of New York. Okay. And like I said, the state of New York is pretty strict on crypto. So there's a lot of things that you cannot do or things you can't invest in a crypto space if you live in the state of New York. So please do your research. Okay. It's okay. You're good, M. You're good. All right. So I said Coinbase, crypto.com, Uphold, Freebird said she uses Robinhood. Okay. If y'all have questions, if Freebird types in the chat, y'all can ask her. I don't use Robinhood for anything at all. Okay. NT, I see you. What's going on, B? So yeah, that's right, Crypto Babysitting. What else? So let's say Robinhood. I have Kraken as well. Kraken. That's another one. Pretty simple, easy, I have Gemini. I've only used it probably once or twice. Haven't really used it that much, to be honest. It's been some years, to be honest, since I've used Gemini. So thank you so very much for the repost. I see you, B. C and D, welcome in. Happy Tuesday. So those are some different ones, okay? Just go look into them. You can create an account. Again, if you feel like it's too complicated, if it's not, beginner friendly and whatnot, you don't have to put money into it. You don't have to connect your bank account. Thank y'all so very much for that heart. Me too. I appreciate you. You don't have to connect your account, okay? But you can go and play around and see how user-friendly, beginner-friendly it is, all right? And do your research. Y'all, people are going to tell in the reviews if an exchange is trash. Like if their customer service sucks, if they're constantly getting hacked, if it's any security issues, if they don't hold certain cryptocurrencies that you want to purchase or meme coins you want to purchase, whatever, look at the reviews of those crypto exchanges, okay? People will tell it because it's their money involved. All right? People will tell it. And I'm pretty sure somebody on the live, or if you watch the replay on YouTube, Prosperity Cows on YouTube, I'm pretty sure somebody will type it in the comments like, yeah, such and such is trash. These are the experiences I have. It may be better for you, so on and so forth. But, is what it is. Hey, good job, Crypto Babysitters, that I became a title gifter for the first time. Let's go. I love it. I love it. So now what I want you to do, homework, is if you have not created an account, create one before we go back live on Friday. Okay? You don't have to buy anything yet. You don't even have to connect your bank account if you don't want to. Just go create the account, okay? Play around, see if you like it. If you don't like it, test out another one. Cool? Got it. Okay, so last part, and then I'm going to go. I had some people asking about specific coins and things of that nature. I'm going to tell y'all something. This is Leona, okay? My big three, Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP. That's my big three. I do not do meme coins, so please don't ask me about Doge, Sheep, none of that. I don't do meme coins. I'm a person that invests in blue chip cryptocurrencies, large cap coins. So if they have a market cap of 10 billion or greater, more than likely, that's the one I have either invested in the past or currently investing in today, or it's on my watch list and I'm looking to replace something that I hold. Okay. Boom! Welcome in, BK Crypto. I see you. Welcome in. Crypto Babysitting said excellent top three. And so let's go. Kevin, thank you so very much for that heart me. I appreciate you. So yeah, so those are my big three. Okay. Like I said, I also hold H bar. I also hold Chainlink, Algorand, and child, I'm thinking now. Am I missing one? I think I said Chainlink, Algorand, uh, um, H bar, which is Hedera. Uh, shoot, I think that's it. And then XRP, Ethereum, and yeah, so it's six. Okay, so yeah, I'm at six now. I used to have more. Like I used to have um Tron, Polkadot. I used to have Polkadot. I got rid of Polkadot a long time ago. I used to have a ton of Solana, but I sold that because y'all already know. Y'all know how I feel about Solana. So I'm not gonna go over that again. Miss Martine, welcome in. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Um, no, I don't have that bear market bully. I told y'all, I listen. Um, I thought about getting Polygon long time ago, but it never happened. Like, yeah, I think about it. I'm really focused on specific things. Just like in the stock market, I don't hold a lot of different companies or ETFs, right? I want to keep my portfolio small as possible because guess what? I can put more into them so I can have more shares, right? Thank you for the heart puff. I appreciate you, cuz. I can put more money into them, right? And you see more positive gains when your portfolio is more focused and hyper focused, right? Kevin asks how I feel about Solana. Don't get me started on Solana again, Mr. Kevin. I I don't got off my soapbox on Solana. And now you trying to bring me back in. No. Solana hurt my feelings, child. I was holding it, was that 20? I think I started buying either the end of 2020 or the beginning of 2021. And I was like, all them outages they was having, child, I said, I'm done with Solana. So, yeah, I got rid of my Solana. Shoot. I'm like, I ain't buying them again until they show and prove. They got to build my trust back. I'm done. Bear Market Bully said, we're not going to bash Solana today. Okay, I'm done. I'm done. Somebody asked me about it. But Crypto Babysitting brought up a good point, which is what I was talking about. When you have a smaller portfolio, you can now hold larger amounts. You make more money or you see more profit the more you hold, right? Especially when you know what you're investing in, it's shown and proved. Like, and this is nothing against any cryptocurrency that anybody has brought up. You know, Tau, what was it, ZBIC, and so on. Look, I don't have nothing against Dogecoin and Shiba. Hey, y'all invest in what y'all want to invest in. But there are four things that I look for at a bare minimum to tell me that, see JJ laughing because he already know. You know what I'm saying? There are four things at a bare minimum that I look for to tell me that I should consider investing in this cryptocurrency. Y'all ready? Four at a bare minimum. Number one, what problem does that cryptocurrency solve? That's number one. What problem does that cryptocurrency solve? Okay. Number two, no, I do not hold my cryptocurrency on any exchanges. I learned that a long time ago. I have hot and cold wallets. Number two is, do they have the ability to pretty much bounce back? Like, has it shown and proved? Has it weathered the storm? Has price pushed down dramatically and then it's rebounded and created a new high? Has that happened? Does it have, my husband says, staying power, right? Does it have staying power? That's number two. Okay, right? So number one, what problem does it solve? okay? Because I'm not buying just to buy. 2, does it have staying power? Can it weather the storm? Can it price go down and it bounce back up and create new highs? That's number 2. Number 3, how frequently does the team update that particular cryptocurrency? Because they need to make sure that it's doing what they said it's going to do in that white paper, right? If you don't update it, then guess what? You're not going to be able to fix the problems. Hence why I had a problem with Solana. But I'm not going to get on that soapbox with Solana again. So number 3, that was it. Do they update it? Is it constantly being updated? Number 4, okay, is how is it being adopted? Like, are there partnerships? Okay. Like, what is the community like? All right. Does it have a really solid community? I would give it to XRP Army, child. I ain't seen a community so dedicated since the Beehive, child. I swear y'all are the Beehive of the crypto community. Y'all XRP Army are the Beehive of the crypto community, child. You cannot talk about crypto without somebody saying, what you think about XRP? Why you ain't saying anything about XRP? But XRP do this, XRP. Dog, we hear about XRP all the time. Can we talk about something else? Please, can we talk about something else? Everybody talk about XRP. Enough. JJ said, I feel bad now. Crypto Baby said, right. I'm telling you. But I love it because the XRP Army has weathered the storm. They are super loyal. And because they were loyal, a lot of them got really great paydays. Because the majority, I'm not going to say the majority, I know of people that have been holding XRP since it was like 10 cents. And y'all, XRP went over $3 last year. So those people who bought thousands of XRP when it was 10 and 15, 20 cents, you know what their portfolio look like today? If they didn't sell, or even at the high last year, if they didn't sell, you know what I'm saying? So those are at a bare minimum the 4 things I look for. If it doesn't meet that 4-part criteria, I'm not entertaining it. So I got it. Y'all want to tell me to look into certain cryptocurrencies, but if it doesn't fall into that 4-part criteria, I'm out. I check out. Cool. Okay. So that's all I got. Y'all have your homework. Victory said, you going to bed? Okay. I'm about to leave too, because I'm about to go home to my family. All right. Y'all have your homework. I gave you 3 things. If you want to learn more about cryptocurrency, y'all just remember, I have a crypto beginner checklist. It's totally free. You can click it in my bio on TikTok. It's in the description on YouTube. If you miss any part of this live stream, it is recorded on YouTube. Okay. That's Prosperity Calls on YouTube. You can go and watch it. I will update the timestamp so that way you can fast forward to the part that you want to see that you missed. Okay. I showed you guys how to actually purchase Bitcoin on Coinbase. You saw it live. And then we also went over a whole bunch. He said, tell my homie Laura to get you some Solana. You better quit playing with me. Absolutely not. Not right now. They got 1 more year to show and prove, okay, that they are better. And their team is better. Okay? Their team ain't attached to no shady business. That's another issue I got with Solana. Their team has been wrapped up in shady business. I don't do that. Okay? Okay? You can't be on some shadiness. I'm not with you. All right? So we talked about a bunch, went over the Clarity Act. That's part of your homework, is to research that as well. Okay? So y'all, the goal of these lives is to help beginners out. And if you enjoyed yourself tonight, let me know. If you learned something new tonight, let me know by giving me the thumbs up emoji in the chat. Okay? Thumbs up emoji in the chat. If you're going to be back with me on Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 6 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. Pacific, then let me know. I will see y'all then, okay? I'm going to leave y'all my favorite quote, and that's from the legend. His name is Arthur Ashe, and he said, to start where you are, use what you have, and do what you can. Y'all have a great night.